Good day, Tamers. It's your old washed-up friend, Iggy Swiftly. And with that being said, we'll go over the deck profile that I played during this weekend's Evo Cup. I'm well aware Evo Cups aren't these big tournament scene things, but at the same time, it's like a mini regionals. They are pretty good. Some of the best players in the UK were actually at this event over the weekend. Unfortunately, they didn't do so well. I don't know if it's just bad matchups or just lacking in good draw power. In terms of like you opening hands and stuff, it does matter more than people think it does. Obviously, sometimes you have an inoptimal play, and then sometimes you just don't have any plays. But simple. One of the Bukamons here, which you can't see because of the glare. Thank you, glare. As you can see, some are down as well. One Bukamon. 3 of the Wanyamons, because I love this guy. I think he's really good. Really good in this matchup because you're always going to try and get at least 1 or 2 Davises down, so you can have blue options available to get the draw going. So yeah, in my opinion, really good. I hope I've everything in order now. Then we have 2 of the Ukamon. Damn light. We have 2 of the Ukamons. Again, just such a good card, especially right now in this format where it will just take you places that you shouldn't really be going because it's just so powerful. But yeah, especially there's a combo with the Lu as well, where you can, if you start with like 4 memory, which happens every now and again, opponents give you 4 memory because it's, I'll put down a memory setter, and you've got 2 of these in hand, it's your first turn, you get a Lu, you go, alright then, put 1 down, place a U, move out, hatch another egg, gain 2 memory, go back to 3, put another 1 down, all of a sudden you hatch your second U, and then you just do the same thing again, and now you've got 2 bodies in the field that are going to swing in for a check each, and you've got a place in the back there. Obviously not too great in security control, you have to be careful because it will bite you in the booty as fast as they can. Especially because generally the first thing they play down now is either a TK or a Corey. As you can probably see from the camera, we're playing 2 of the Golden Boys here from the ST9. It comes up quite frequently. It does get you both the Ukamon as well as any of your pieces. Obviously the only one we can't really fetch in this matchup is the X-Antibody, which we'll go over that later on. Not the new X-Antibody, the old X-Antibody. We don't have BT16 over here till June now, I believe. Playing 3 of the jammies. I wanted to play 4 of these. We'll get a good light there. I wanted to play 4 of these, but unfortunately, the deck was a bit of a weird situation where at one point I was going to play 4 of these, and I thought, like, you know what, I'll take 1 out and I'll put something else in just in case. And that other thing did come up, so I can't complain. Then we played 4 of the BT12s because it's the best searcher currently available. Finds a Davis as well as a free or an Imperial name. Obviously no Imperials in this stuff, but finding a free traded Digimon as well as the Davis does come up quite often and is really, really good. Like, I can't really explain like how good it is until you play a deck where you need frees and a Davis. Like, you'll find it. Sometimes you get lucky, you get the double hit. Sometimes you'll whiff it and just hit up all your options. But those are the dice we roll sometimes for everyone. Then we played 4 of the new promo Vmons. Yes, I understand. Like, yes, it's min rarity. Unfortunately, we didn't really get much of a supply of the shiny ones from the TP packs, and we haven't got any of the other stuff coming through just yet. But end of the month, though, we get max rarity, right? Card is very good. Generally, you get to play this off a Davis, which lets you play a Vmon for free. If you haven't got a searcher, you play this, and then you just go up into an armor form, so you've got a blocker for at least 1 turn. And generally, you're only really giving them 2 memory or 1 memory because of the effect of the Vmon. So, actually, like, surprisingly good. Like, I knew it was a good card, but, like, surprisingly good. And then this and this together, and you're just constantly churning out cards into your hand. Obviously, in a matchup like Mirage, it's very awkward because you are just giving yourself lots of cards, and all of a sudden, there's nothing you can do about it. 2 of the Lana. Jamming is incredible. 2 costed, and just goes into any of the blue Tamers that you have. Cost 2, swing in, do some damage, win the game. I think I only won 1 game with hybrid for game, which is very strange because I don't play many hybrid in decks anymore. But it did come up, and it's good to see. On the other hand, this card came up constantly because it is a custom card, and it is broken. It's good in the hand. It's amazing in security. When it came up, it came up. When it didn't come up, it still came up. It's such a good card. It's a very polarizing card. I could possibly see this getting limited at some point in the future because of how good it is. I don't necessarily know it meets the criteria of being like insane, as you are only really playing it in the armor decks. A friend did play their variant of All Force that had 4 of these in, and that deck was also very crazy. So it could be a case of if you're playing a Vmon deck, this could just be a tech option, and it's very good. Very sometimes Zoodamon is a tech option in a lot of blue decks at the moment. Now this guy never came up, or not to matter anyway. So yeah, the big body Magna that you can have here. I think the only time it really mattered is if I had like the jamming Vmon, I swung in early, and then I just need to have a blocker ready to go for next turn, where I'd go into this, I'd just spend and just have like a 11k blocker. On average would be that's sort of the range it'd be in. But yeah, it's still like the 3rd best Magna. Now this fucker. This one is the weird one. This is the one that's that sometimes mattered more than you think it would. Having the ability to flicker a body is really good. Because obviously with Armor Purge, you keep the 1k, 2k V1 underneath it, and it just dies to DP reduction. Whereas with this dies to DP reduction, you're essentially flickering out the body and putting in the body again. And if it's on your turn, where for instance you hit Swing Security, gives you minus DP, you die Swing Security, and you flicker it back in. The once per turn Vmon effects don't get reset, they're all soft once per turns. So if you play you don't obviously know what that is. But yeah, it's a soft once per turn, and that is fairly good and amazing. And yeah, this card did come up. There's always a few matches where piercing does play a part, and you do have to be careful because you are flickering its existence as opposed to saving the body, so it does come up. So you got to be careful. You can see in the corner there, played 3 of the Zoodamons. These are good in the mirror match because you are like flicking off the top ends, or you're flicking out the Vs, which sounds like really weird that you're going to give them back a Vmon. But sometimes it's just the fact that you don't want to have something on the board so they can't swing in or they can't Digivolve up. You're having to make them pay 5 to basically get back to where they were the following turn, or pay 6. Zoodamon did come up in a lot of other matches though where removing their sources and flicking their top end, and they just couldn't get sources back to rebuild was really good. 2 of these didn't necessarily come up. It's just more about having a big body. In the mirror matches, they're pretty good because you put them down, and then your opponent gets really worried about swinging into you because obviously you're a Goader, so you don't even have blocking. You just have Goad, so you have to swing into them, and that's really annoying. This card definitely came up, I think at least once per round. People go crazy with Tamers. You flick it on the field for like 2, get rid of all their stuff on the field, really good. They go wide with Vmons. You just go, okay, then drop this, Digivolve all the armor forms, and then pop all the Vmons, or get rid of the big boy, and then flicker this in. Such a good thing. I don't think I've ever played that before that has a Death X in it before, and you can definitely shotgun this early, and it does feel rough, but you can also, you know, when you actually shotgun it at the right time, it makes a world of difference. You're playing it for like 2, and then your opponent just stares at you thinking like, I don't know what to do, and it's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but can you get rid of it? And they're like, nope. It's like, alright, then it's going to stick around, then it's going to swing into your security forever. Played 2 of the Davis's memory setters. Technically won me my final game as well, because I was stuck on 1 rookie, and that instantly fell over, and drew the Davis. I was like, sod it, play it for 4. I think my opponent went straight to 3, or to 2, and then they went to 3. And yeah, got my next rookie on the last reveal, and just went from there and just won the game out. So it was really, really good for me. 2 lose. A lot of people saying like you want 3 or 4. I found 2 to be the magic number because you're not whiffing them to the bottom of your deck constantly, because if you've only got 2, you don't just throw them all to the bottom normally, although you can also whiff them still. I played 4 of these because for that 1 reduced cost and getting to play this and a body, and then the body can search, is really cost efficient. And then on the following turn, if there's still a free Digimon availability to go into the start of the round, having the option to have an extra memory is pretty good. Because you have opponents that will forget this is a gain of memory at the start of turn is quite common. The one-off card that actually came up, I think, in my last round as well, where I got to drop an armor, go into a Magna, get to unsuspend, swing again. I think I also had Fire Rocket, so it did 1 check, dropped into the Jammer. Oh, what was it? I'm trying to think now. No, it swung into security, didn't die, popped this, went into the Magna that unsuspends itself. What is it? Can't remember. It did come with 1 game, I can't remember what it was. It might have been ST into ST to DDG or something, and then remove sources and get off the field. That could have been what it was, to be fair. 1, Awakening of the Golden Knight. This came up 0 times because it always went from a search to the bottom of the deck. Fire Rockets is a weird card because the security effect should technically be useful in a format that has blockers, but never seems to be. But I think it did put work in 2 different games where it let me push through, especially because it drops down to the VMon. It's like, I don't care if the VMon dies at this point because obviously it's just going to hit for that second damage. And then the best card, probably the best green deck cards ever, Heaven's Judgment, fantastic card. It just destroyed everything it touched. I think there was a Chimera in the field that had, what was it? Yes, so I put on one of these, and he had like a Chimera in the field that had like 4 colours. It was 4 colours. It was a purple, red, yellow, white. It's black as well. I think it was just those, and it was like, yeah, 4 coloured Chimera. And it was just like, all right, strip all your sources with the ST, and then I think I followed it with something very similar, and I just dropped one of these. And it did like 24k to it because it did. So I think I had 3 colours in the field. I think I had a Magna that was yellow-blue, and a Ukamon on the field, and then it does 6k, and it does 6k per every colour, so it did 24k, and yeah, I think everyone was gobsmacked by the fact that it just raining smite down on people. But no, fantastic card, option card. Keep it in every single deck you can run it in because it's fantastic, especially if you get options to have a green coloured deck, or you do actually have yellow in your deck colouring, because it's just so good. But no, like, this deck was fantastic. It did everything I wanted to do. I think over the 2 days I played 18 or 19 games of it. And I bricked 2 games. When I say brick, I mean like I didn't get a rookie. And then when I finally did start playing the game, you're so far behind because it was a stacks deck that they had Blackwall Greymon fully built with Security Attack +1, the +1 tile on the field, and I think they did their 3 swings first, and then they went into Galgamon on their second turn, and then killed me with Omnimon. And it's like, yeah, there's nothing I could do. I didn't have a yellow source. I didn't have a way of like getting you off the field. And then yeah, this happened twice over. But that was on the Saturday where we were just having playtesting, and then on the Sunday it was all down to armors and this little squiddy boy here. But yeah, get swiftly out. I'm not washed up. I'm just an old man. So I will see you guys soon, hopefully. And peace out and goodbye. Mwah! Ciao for now. See you guys soon.